Hi there, welcome to the Kennedy's channel. Ken is my name, and today I'm going to be showing you a very simple tutorial in After Effects how you can create a customizable graphic template in Adobe After Effects. And this is one thing that not everyone that shows tutorials on After Effects shows you. And in this video, that is exactly what I'm going to show you. So let's dive into After Effects and I show you exactly what I'm saying. So once you have After Effects fired up, what you want to do right now is to create a new composition, customize it. I'll name it disappearing box, right? And then I want it to be about, let's say 4 seconds. So let it be 4 seconds. Square pixels is on, frame rate can be 24 frames, and then click OK. So once that is done, what you want to do right now is to come here under the rectangle tool, select the rectangle tool, and then holding up shift, draw up a rectangle and then release. So the thing is, if you don't hold shift, you're going to draw a rectangle that doesn't have equal dimensions. So if that is what you intend to do, then don't hold shift, just simply hold up the rectangle tool and drag it to any length and width that you want. So what you want to do right now, hit V on your keyboard to disable the rectangle tool, and then you can come and align your shape. So in this case, my shape is in the center, that's where I want it. You can then, I don't want the stroke on, I'll disable it. And then the fill color can be white, it can be any color. If you want to change the fill color, you can come right there and change the fill color to whatever you want to. And then once you have that already done, you can then rename this and call it rectangle. Rectangle layer. Right. Click enter. So you have your rectangle layer. So what we want to do is we want to make it appear and disappear. So what we want to do is we're going to use masks. And if you're a user of After Effects, you could be knowing how to use masks. But anyway, if you don't know, let me just show you. So make sure that the layer is selected, and then Control D to duplicate that. So once that is duplicated, now the second layer here, we'll name it as mask layer, right? Sorry about my typing. Click OK. So you have a mask layer of the same shape, right? So now what we want to do is we're going to come to this particular place that allows us to create a track matte. So you can toggle between the switches on the modes if you don't see it. So in this case, make sure that this mode is toggled on. So then you can come and click here. Click here, and then click alpha matte mask layer. So once that is done, the top layer here becomes your mask, right? It becomes your mask. So now what you want to do is to alter the position of the rectangle layer. So hit P on your keyboard. Once you have the rectangle layer selected, hit P on your keyboard. So what I want to do is I have my position set up. So I'll create my first keyframe right there, and then I will I'll leave my playhead at the beginning, and then I'll drag that keyframe a few frames forward, and then I'll create another keyframe right where the playhead is at the start, and then I will simply drag the x-axis way out until it disappears. So in this way, we have, when we play back, you see the shape appearing once you play. So once it's around a few frames into the animation, you can then click on that keyframe icon to add another keyframe, and then simply move the playhead to the end, and then come and select the very first keyframe, and then holding Control C to copy that keyframe. Because the cursor or the playhead is right at the end right here, that's the position we're going to paste that keyframe. So Control V, that automatically pastes back that very first keyframe. So when you play back this animation, this is what happens. It shows up and disappears, right? So once you have that and you are satisfied with what you have done, you can then select all the keyframes, keyframe assistant, easy ease, and then you can come to the graphic editor and edit the speed. Now you want to always make sure that this has some sort of bell shape. Now this bell shape allows the animation to ramp up slowly, then exponentially, then slowly disappear as well. So you have that, you can then move. I can move this in right there. I think I'm happy with that. So when you play back, this is what happens. You see that? Shows up and disappears smoothly, right? So once you're satisfied, you can then turn off the graphic editor. And now this is the part of the video that I wanted you to learn. Now come to Window, Essential Graphics. This brings up the Essential Graphics panel, and this is where we're going to place our parameters so that we're able to come back to them in Premiere Pro and customize our graphic template. So let's go. We'll choose the properties that we want. So I'll come under the rectangle layer, right? The rectangle layer, and I'll come to contents, rectangle, fill, right? The fill. So what I want to do is to drag the color right there. So I have this as fill. I'll call it rectangle, tangle color. That is good. And then of course it has already named for me this as disappearing box, and then I will name this as rectangle, right? Animation, animation, right? Then click enter. And then now what you want to do is, are you seeing this button that says export motion graphics template? You come and make sure you hit that, and then it will tell you the projects need to be saved fast. Do you want to save it? Say yes, right? And then you can save the project. Let's call it rectangle animation. Save. Right, and then After Effects pops up this folder. Now this is the local templates folder of Adobe Creative Cloud, or Adobe, like the whole Adobe programs, you know, for After Effects and Premiere Pro and Animate and all the rest. So this is usually the local template folder. That's like where it saves everything. So in this way, Premiere Pro and other programs can access this particular template. So click OK. You can, however, choose a custom drive where you want this particular animation to be saved. So in this case, I'll leave it as local template folder, and then I'll come and click OK. And once that is done, I can then come to my Adobe Premiere Pro. Under the Essential Graphics here, I then type in rectangle, right? Click there. See that? I'll star it, click, drag it there. See? So I've created this rectangle, and now I have dragged it into my project in Adobe Premiere Pro. So let's play and you see. See, the rectangle appears, it disappears, right? Now let me show you what I was saying about customizing. So when you have that rectangle layer, video layer selected, you can then see here that we can change the color of that rectangle. Let's say change it to red. You can change it to any color of your choice. So it's fully customizable, right? It's fully customizable. You can I did not add the parameters of position and scale and all that because we can still access them in Adobe Premiere Pro. So you can change the scale, and that will not affect like the way the animation plays out. See that? It plays out pretty well. So my people, that's what I had for you. If you love the video, or if you've learned something from the video, or if you think there is another better way of doing it, let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and say hi to your mom. I love you guys, and I'm out of here. Peace.